Hello and welcome back to part 2 of Good Morning Pattaya, Pattaya Channel's very own breakfast show, in which we have a look at some of the funniest clips that we can find on the web in the segment we called Best of the Web. And to help me do so is my usual regular partner in crime, Mr. Jason Robb.
All right, good morning.
How you doing today?
Best of the web, baby, bringing the whole world to Pattaya.
Let me ask you a question, as asked by Clint Eastwood. Are you feeling lucky, punk?
Yeah, bring it on, boy.
Yeah, because I'm feeling lucky. I'm, in the words of Daft Punk, I'm up all night to get lucky. And I think I got pretty lucky last night because I found some pretty lucky choices of people who weren't quite so lucky.
What happened?
What happened? Well, you're going to see. Some people just have some bad luck, and which is bad luck for them, but good luck for us because we have a good laugh at their expense.
That's always fun to see in a video. That really makes a great video when somebody's getting hurt.
Yeah.
But then you don't feel their pain.
Exactly.
It's just funny.
The Germans have a word for it called Schadenfreude, which is having fun at someone else's expense. So
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but that's what we're going to do today because we are sick people who love to revel in people's misfortune. Now, quite often there's obviously hundreds of mopeds around in Pattaya, so quite often people fall off them, which
oh boy, it happens.
That's unfortunate.
It happens to all of us.
That's unfortunate, but not quite as unfortunate as what happened to this poor guy in Taiwan who fell off his moped.
Ooh. Is he in the hole?
Yes, he fell down the manhole.
He went in the manhole.
He went down the
Wow.
manhole. That was pretty unlucky series of coincidences.
We had a gay bar with that name in New York.
What?
We're called the Manhole.
The manhole. That is too much information for this time in the morning.
Good morning, Pattaya.
Yeah, but it is actually a very good name for a club, a gay club. Yeah.
Oh, it's such a cool name because it's totally just a real word used for just a place on the street.
And was it a bit of a hole?
It was actually underground, yeah.
Oh,
it was in the basement.
Yeah, but I can imagine it wasn't very sophisticated.
It looked like a cave, that's what
Yeah, I can imagine it.
No, it was called Manhole on the off nights. Like, Like Sunday or Monday to Thursday, something like that. Then the other nights it wasn't gay, so then it was called something else.
Right, they're just switching the signs over, or something. But let's have a look at some other people having a bit of misfortune. Now, luckily I've never...
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah. But you see these signs on motorways, or highways as you Americans call them, with
highways.
Maximum height.
Yeah.
Now, you're a moped driver, I'm a car driver, not really relevant to us.
Not relevant to us at all.
But when you're driving a big rig, you really have to pay attention to these signs. Otherwise, something really unfortunate's going to happen to you.
Dummy.
Well, that made a bit of a mess of his trailer, didn't it?
Oh boy, yeah, he just ruined his day right there.
Yeah, I can just imagine him phoning his boss and going, everything going all right with the journey? It's like, not quite, just had a slight incident, nothing to worry about. We are fully insured.
I was wondering what he had in those bags there.
I don't know, like wood chip or something.
Yellow powder.
Like that. Yeah. But you'd have thought, because that was his third, because when I saw the clip, I thought, he's going into the first one, and he just sort of made it, and then, it must be the second one. But you'd have thought he must sort of be realising that,
I didn't even see a sign, though, for the height.
No, but they must...
there must have been, though.
Exactly.
It was curved, you know?
Yeah, maybe if he'd sort of gone into the centre, he might just have made it. But no, I don't think so, because it made an awful big mess of that trailer.
Luckily, he wasn't carrying like big bags of kilos of cocaine and there's all this white powder everywhere, and he just...
it would be a happy day for the citizens of whichever city he crashed near.
The South American mafia is going to be after him now and kill him in jail.
I don't think they're as sophisticated as they are. I don't think they're carrying that much cocaine, a whole truckload.
A whole truckload.
I think that would do the whole of North America for a very long time.
That'll stock the whole country for a good month, I guess.
Yeah. I would hate to see what would happen on Wall Street if they delivered an Arctic load of cocaine every day.
They'd have no energy there anymore, jumping up and down with their fingers in the air,
going crazy. And buy, sell. Now, I was reading that was actually one of the reasons why they reckon that caused the big crisis of 2008. There was so much cocaine amongst bankers that they were just doing crazy things because it just gives them this false sense of bravado. So
I never heard about that, but it just makes sense. There's so much money going around there.
Exactly, and they just think they're all masters of the universe and we can do no wrong, and so they were just taking more and more stupid risks, and they reckon it was the cocaine that was the problem.
They can do everything.
Absolutely.
There's no losing.
And they lost in a big way, and we all got to pay the price.
A lot of us lost in a big way on that 2008.
Yeah. So we were all pretty unlucky because of the bankers taking large amounts of cocaine.
Yeah, some of us were unlucky. Plenty were lucky.
True.
Selling at the top,
out of it. But it's not just humans that have bad luck, obviously. Sometimes animals can get a bit unlucky, like this poor antelope.
A lioness makes a daring mid-air interception of this fleeing antelope in a dramatic high-speed ambush. Perched on a ridge in the long grass, the predators pounced when an unsuspecting blessbok crossed their path in the Shamwari Game Reserve in South Africa. Evading the first lion, the startled blessbok then leapt from the ridge in a desperate attempt to escape, only to be athletically caught in mid-air by the second. Crashing to the ground just feet away from an amazed tour group, the big cats made quick work of overpowering their prey.
That is sick.
Dragging the antelope back to the ridge, the lions enjoyed a well-won meal.
Well, that was pretty unlucky of that poor antelope. To get past the first one and have the second one grab him on the way back, that was a little bit unlucky.
There was no way for him to get out.
That was good teamwork on the lion's part, though.
But I loved his attempt at fleeing, though, how he really made all attempts just to do his jump in the air and just jump off a cliff.
Exactly. Now, that's like good teamwork. That's like team sports or something. That's like some NFL play or something, those two lions that they did between
It was like,
themselves.
it was just like that.
So, but that was definitely unlucky. But there were two of them. One of them escaped anyway.
Or it was like a mugging in the inner cities of...
Oh, do they do that? Who cares?
Yeah,
I've never been mugged in the inner city.
Jump somebody and get him from both sides.
Have you ever been mugged in the big bad city of New York?
I've never been mugged in New York, no. Plenty of people have been mugged sometimes, that they have their experiences, but not me.
No, a lot of people in London.
Well, in New York, we got to put on a mean face, and then we won't get bothered.
Yeah, man, they'd probably take one look at my face and run a mile away.
You got to walk fast.
Yeah, you just got to look like, have this sort of don't mess with me look on my face.
Yeah.
A lot of people in London have also been mugged, but no. usually I dress down. I don't dress so elegantly as I do when I come in the studio.
Right on. I know you're back in the UK. You got to look a little mean on the streets,
you got to look,
right?
and also poor. That helps as well. Like
yes.
you want to look as if you've got nothing worth stealing anyway. So that's always kept me out of trouble in all the weird and wonderful places I've been living.
Yeah, I've never been mugged anywhere except when I was in Madrid.
Right.
It was a failed attempt though, but they tried, but I just yelled as hard as I could, bring it on, MFers, you know, and they fled.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. Now
I was a little bigger than them though.
Yeah, I remember I had
helps.
a friend who was in Helsinki, and two, I think, Somalians tried to ambush him, and he just punched the hell out of them, and it was honestly
right
not
on.
that. It's really great when someone gets their revenge, and it's the muggers that have the unlucky day.
Oh, that's beautiful when that happens. I love that.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often enough, but when it does, then it's nice to have a bit of payback.
Oh, I'd like to see some payback to these Pattaya purse snatchers here that come around on motorbikes.
Oh yeah, they're a real nuisance, aren't they? They really deserve a good comeuppance, definitely. So hopefully they will do.
What a nuisance, yeah.
But of all the unlucky people that we have seen, their stories just pale into insignificance compared to the story we're now going to see about the luckiest or unluckiest man in the world, whichever way you look at it.
Meet Frane Selak, an elderly music teacher from Croatia, and depending on how you look at it, either the world's unluckiest or the world's luckiest person to ever live. His unbelievable yet true story begins on a cold winter's day in 1962. Traveling from Sarajevo to Dubrovnik, a fault with the line caused his train to jump the track and plunge into the freezing river below. While other passengers were killed in the crash or drowned in the sinking wreckage, suffering a broken arm, Frane managed to escape and swim to shore. Little did Frane know at the time, but this incident marked the beginning of a series of bizarre events that would occur over the next 40 years of his life. The following year, while traveling aboard a small plane bound for Rijeka, disaster struck for a second time. Mid-flight, both engines stopped working, cabin pressure dropped, and the plane began losing altitude. You might have thought that this was probably the worst thing that could have happened, but you'd be wrong. While the plane plummeted towards the ground, a malfunctioning door blew off, and poor Frane was sucked out of the aircraft. Tumbling through the air without a parachute, Frane must have thought he was a goner. But while the plane crashed into the side of a hill, killing all 19 on board, Frane somehow managed to land in a haystack and survived with only minor injuries. Another 2 years went by before Frane's next brush with death. This time, while traveling by bus, ice on the road caused the wheels to lock up and the vehicle skidded through the safety guard and into the valley below. 4 passengers were killed, but not Frane. Tired, or perhaps terrified, of public transport, Frane began to travel mostly by car. But that didn't seem to help either. In 1970, his car engine burst into flames, but Frane was able to jump free before it exploded. Then, 3 years later in 1973, the fuel pump in his new car ruptured, causing another engine fire. But this time, the flames were blown straight at him through the air vents. Needless to say, he survived this too, albeit with less hair than he began with. In 1995, he survived being hit by a bus. And in 1996, a careless truck driver forced him off the side of a mountain road. His car plunged 300 feet and exploded in a ball of flames, but Frane wasn't in it. Having somehow jumped out of the window, he was found clinging to a tree some way down the cliff face. Now, Frane's story may have ended there, as since then, Frane hasn't been involved in any other death-defying incidents. However, there is one last twist to this man's incredible story. In 2003, at the age of 72, Frane bought a lottery ticket, his first one in over 40 years. He won the jackpot, safely securing his place as the luckiest unlucky person to ever live.
Now that is a pretty incredible story, isn't it?
What a great story.
Talk about stranger than fiction.
Oh, I loved it. Love it how he won the lottery at the end.
Exactly. It didn't say how much he won. I don't know what the Croatian lottery's worth, but...
Well, yeah, what if he won $1,000 out of that?
Yeah, it's still a good story, though.
A really good story.
Yeah.
Oh, you ever play the lottery?
No, I think it's a mug's game. They call it a stupidity tax in England, actually, because the chances of winning are so low.
I know, it's such a losing game. I never win anything out of that, even just a little bit. You could win like $20 or something. I don't even get that out of it.
Nope. So I can think of better ways of wasting my money. I'd rather like drink it than give it away to some gambling commission.
Drink it with a pint. At least you have some happiness out of that.
Exactly. At least I have some happy memories of doing that. So.
But I remember delaying even checking my lottery ticket so I could still have the hope that I could still be a winner.
Oh.
And right now I'm a millionaire. I just don't even know about it.
yeah, you've lost your chance now.
But here I won't play.
No, I don't think the prizes aren't that special anyway, are they?
I don't trust these tickets with these in these cases that they walk around with.
Well, I'm afraid that's all we got time for. If you want some more, you're out of luck, but be back tomorrow.